It's Parramatta versus Penrith in a second round clash of the Winfield Cup Premiership. The Parramatta team reads as follows: Taylor, Hunt, Cronin, Lydiard, Growth, Kenny, Ella at halfback. Then it's Price, Laurie, Wynn, Sharp, Mosley and Jerd. Meantime, the Penrith team is Levy, Antonelli, Wolf, Robinson, Gonzalez, Trudgett, Alexander, Fenton, Lee, Howell, Goodwin, Roy Simmons and Jeff Gerard. Parramatta got a differential penalty from a scrum 15 metres out. They're on the second tackle of their set of 6 after taking the tap, and Peter Wynn has tackled just a metre out from the line in front of the MA Noble stand. 0-0 as Mosley passes the ball across to Ella. It's gone on to Brett Kenny. He tries to weave through an opening. Oh, what a magic ball from Kenny to Taylor, and Taylor scores the first try of the match. Oh, he's a beautiful player, Brett Kenny. He couldn't get through the hole that he was working on, making the try possible. Michael Cronin picks up the extras, and Parramatta lead Penrith by 6 points to 0 at the Sydney Cricket Ground. This is Gerard. Simmons.
You can see there Simmons in that first pass off the ruck roll rather than a dummy half. It's one of the organisational jobs that his coach Tim Sheens gives him.
Robinson and Levy basketballs the pass over the top to Gonzalez. They did promote.
That's good play. They're looking like they're trying to do things at least, Penrith.
Here's Howell, intercepted by Ella. Ella's away from a couple.
I'm sure that wasn't in the game plan, but
Ella to play it now, near the halfway line. Laurie is the dummy half. It's been spread out to Taylor, across to Kenny. Kenny saw Ken Wolf going up fast, and Gonzalez is on the ball for Penrith. And a penalty. You might recall that he's been used late in matches in the past to crack the opposition in desperate situations, and he's done it very well, Gary. Here's Robinson to Levy. Levy is held by Growth. Goodwin. Simmons to play it now. Trudgett. Price comes up with the ball, and McCallum is ruling a knock on. Took the ball away from the Penrith player, and in doing so they deflected the ball in a forward direction, and when Price dived on it, he's ruled it as a knock on against Parramatta. And here's Penrith with Alexander storming across the ground. He's come right across the ground for Wolf, and Wolf has been ankle tapped but is across the line, and I'd say he's going to give it. He's talking to his touch judge. It's a try. A try for Ken Wolf, engineered perfectly by Greg Alexander. And not the first time that Alexander, running wide, has created a try for Penrith against Parramatta this year. He did it at Bathurst, you might recall. It had a bit more flashness, if you like, about it then, but here's Ken Wolf. It was momentum that took him across the line. There was no semblance of a double movement.
I felt the try could have been stopped earlier. Brett Kenny stayed out on his 5'8" when Alexander had made the break. He should have come in and made a ball and all tackle and tried to stop it there, but the ball finally got out to Wolf, and Wolf was ankle tapped and then was able to go across. Momentum carried him over for the 4-pointer.
And Greg Alexander with the conversion attempt from 5 metres in. The kick is well wide, no goal. So the score, Parramatta 6, Penrith 4. This is Monday Night Football. Good crowd in the Burrawongal tonight. Again, as was the case last Monday. Crowd of around about, I suppose, 6,500, 7,000. Here's Kenny, taken by Trudgett and Wolf. Price, for those of you who may have only just joined us, it's been very much a case of Kenny, the danger man for Parramatta.
Well, of course, he is a danger every time he handles the ball. He's not one of those players who can only beat you one way. He's a man that can beat you on the outside or on the inside, so he takes a lot of watching.
Win. Ella.
And so does this fellow.
Trudgett, in the main, though, has done a very good job of covering up Ella. It's been very much a case of 5/8 on halfback, which is very much the case.
Oh, here's a chance. Lydiard down the park. Kenny on the inside, but he's been marked by Trudgett again with the help of Roy Simmons. And players just outside the Penrith 22 as it goes to Steve Sharp. He's pulled down about 20 metres out from the line. That's their second. It's gone to Ella. Coming around him is Jerd. Jerd is met by Gerard. 3 gone. They're 15 out from the line. Getting towards the centre of the ground. Across to Ella. A run around there for Peter Wynn. He gets the pass away for Paul Taylor. He's already been in for 1 try. And Taylor is tackled right in front of the uprights. About 5 or 6 metres out from the line. As it goes to Ella, it's come out to Kenny. Kenny holds it up, gets it back inside for Ella. Ella sees an opening, gives it to Taylor. Taylor is held by Alexander. And that's 5 tackles gone now for the Eels. The dummy half is Michael Mosley. Across it goes now for Ella. He puts up the bomb. Getting underneath it is Gary Howell. The contest with David Lydiard. And oh, Gary Howell. He raked it over the touch-in goal area. You'll see it again on this Tui's replay. Lydiard couldn't quite get to it, and then Howell desperately raked it over the touch-in goal area. And so a line drop out to restart for the Panthers. A pressure situation behind them. There's the drop kick by Alexander.
I don't think the Panthers would like to have to withstand that sort of pressure too often. I thought that Parramatta's support play, their close-up backing in that set of 6 was excellent.
Price. 25 metres out. Jerd. Sharp. We'll be updating the news in the halftime segment tonight, and of course the Parramatta Stadium story with Robin Preston. Here's Wynn popping the ball out the back for Mosley. Mosley away for Sharp. Sharp turns it inside for Laurie, and Laurie's 15 metres out. I'm looking at the left hand of Greg McCallum. He indicates 4 tackles gone. It's Mosley who sweeps the ball right to Ella, then to Kenny. The run around is on for the zip man. It's gone to Neil Hunt. Throws the big dummy. Comes back infield. He's going to score! Yes, Neil Hunt scores!
Well, we can go back to the previous set of 6 when Parramatta put on a lot of pressure as the cause of this try. The Penrith defence was shot to pieces. It was a run around. The ball went across the Parramatta back line, but there were some bad missed tackles. We can see 3 or 4 of them there just in a few metres, and Hunt was able to go across and score really what finished a simple try.
So Parramatta leading by 10 points to 4. Cronin from right in front, 10 metres out.
He kicks it. Scoreline, Monday Night Football, is 12 points to 4 in favour of the Eels over the Panthers.
And as you come back to the cricket ground, Parramatta has been awarded a penalty well within kicking distance for Michael Cronin. It's about 25 metres out. Hits it sweetly, flags up. No hesitation from either touch judge. 14 to 4, Parramatta leading in Monday Night Football from the cricket ground. They're now just outside the Penrith 22 line. I know it doesn't have any resemblance to the team that played here last Monday night, the Parramatta team, as far as on paper is concerned, but goodness gracious, they have turned things around a bit. Peter Wynn. The opposition, of course, isn't as strong. Ella goes for a drop goal. It looked okay from where I saw it. Greg McCallum said, yep, looked all right from here too. 1 point to Parramatta. They lead by 15 points to 4. Trudgett. Ball loose. It came off the feet of Paul Taylor. It's a penalty. Cronin successful. 17-4 to Parramatta. 17-4 to Parramatta. There's been a couple of changes in the Penrith side. One has happened. I think one is about to happen.
Here's Ray Price doing something else. He's taken play down to Steve Ella to pass. The kick ahead. Ella's leading the race for the ball. Ken Wolf is coming fast. But Ella has taken the ball on the bounce and scored. Capping a magnificent game. Steve Ella has had an absolutely brilliant game of rugby league tonight. Perpetual motion, Price took it ahead. Ella chipped over. And watch this, just a graceful take. and then he's taken over by the tackle. But he makes it all look so easy.
Parramatta are masters of turning defence into attack, and here they come up with a loose ball through Ray Price. He beat 2 tackles and then fired the ball back inside to the ever-present Steve Ella, and this fellow is just a coach's dream. He's got all of the skills. This time it was the little kick over the top. He regathers the ball and crosses for a great individual try.
Extending the Parramatta lead to 21-4. Mike Cronin takes the conversion. He misses, so no change.
I thought that would have been exactly when they'd do what Bill was talking about earlier.
Well, it was an ideal opportunity for them because the Penrith defence was shot to pieces out on this side of the field, but Growth elected to have a run himself, and now Parramatta have spread it. Probably one play the ball too late.
Mosley to Ella after Growth had done well, so had Cronin. Ella seems to be taken out late. Yes, he has. It's a penalty for Parramatta.
The one side I wouldn't like to play in the grand final would be Parramatta, purely because of the fact they've got such great individual players such as Ella, Kenny and Cronin.
Cronin's missed again. 4 out of 7 for Cronin. 21 points to 4 the score.
So Penrith on the attack inside the 22. We're in the dying seconds of this match, really. And Parramatta leading by 21 points to 4.
Here's Alexander away from one, trying to swivel. He does. He gets away from a couple more. Craig Izzard should score. He does. So 21 points to 8 is the score, as we see Alexander converting the try, scored by Izzard.
What's his tackle count at the moment? Warwick, there's the siren anyway, but it would obviously be pretty high.
21 points to 10 in favour of Parramatta, with the siren sounding in the background.
It's all over for Penrith tonight. A chance to leap into the top 5 as